Some mysteries fade over time. Some are solved, their secrets laid to rest. But others remain, whispered in pubs, scratched into walls, and etched into the collective memory of a place. This is one of them. For more than 80 years, the question has haunted England. Who put Bella in the wych elm? It is the spring of 1942. The world is at war. German bombers have swept across Britain for 2 years, leaving cities in ruins. The countryside is quieter, but not untouched. Men have gone to fight. Women work the land, the factories, and the hospitals. And in every corner of the country, ration books dictate what's on the dinner table. Worcestershire is one of those corners. Rolling green hills, old hedgerows, and ancient woods. Hagley village sits in the shadow of the Clent Hills, surrounded by farmland and forest. Life here moves slowly, in stark contrast to the chaos of London or Birmingham. On the edge of the village lies Hagley Woods, dense, tangled, and old. Among the trees stands a wych elm, twisted and tall, its hollow trunk like an open mouth. It has stood there for decades, maybe centuries, watching the seasons pass and holding a secret. On an April afternoon, 4 boys, Bob Farmer, Tommy Willits, and 2 others, head into Hagley Woods. Their mission isn't unusual for boys their age, hunting for birds' eggs. It's not exactly legal, but it's exciting, and wartime boredom makes any adventure welcome. Bob spots the wych elm, bigger than the others, with a hollow trunk perfect for nesting birds. He climbs, the bark rough under his hands, the smell of damp moss in the air. He leans in, eyes adjusting to the darkness inside. Instead of a nest, he sees a pale, round shape staring back. At first, it doesn't register, but then the details form. Empty sockets, jagged teeth, a human skull. The boys freeze, then panic hits. They scramble down, breathless, and run. They agree to tell no one. After all, they were trespassing. But that night, Tommy Willits lies awake, unable to shake the image. By morning, fear outweighs secrecy. He tells his parents. Police arrive that afternoon. The wych elm looms in front of them, its trunk split into a yawning hollow. Officers peer inside with torches. The scene is worse than expected. An almost complete skeleton lies within, positioned as though the tree itself had swallowed her. A single shoe rests beside the bones. A gold wedding ring clings to a bony finger. Scraps of rotted fabric cling to the remains. Dark tufts of hair still cling to the skull. But something else catches the officer's attention. The woman's right hand is missing. A search of the surrounding woods finds it, buried a short distance away. And in her mouth, stuffed deep into the jaw, is a piece of taffeta, a gag. This was no accident. The verdict from the pathologist is chilling: death by suffocation. The pathologist estimates the woman had been dead for at least 18 months, placing her death in late 1941. The war was at its height then. People vanished without question. Soldiers went missing, families were evacuated, and strangers passed through unnoticed. The woman's teeth are distinctive, irregular, with several missing. A match should be easy. Police check dental records across the country, but no match comes. Either she was never recorded, or she came from far away. And then there's the hand. Why remove it? Was it part of the crime or a message? In villages, news travels fast. Rumors spring up like weeds. Some claim the woman was a spy, dropped by parachute into the English countryside. Others whisper of black magic, the severed hand, the hidden body. Some say it's the work of witches or gypsies. Hagley Woods has always had strange stories attached to it. The police, limited by wartime shortages and constant emergencies, cannot chase every theory. The case slows. Leads dry up. Then, in 1944, 2 years after the discovery, something strange happens. On a wall in Birmingham, miles from Hagley, someone scrawls in crude white letters, "Who put Bella down the wych elm, Hagley Wood?" Police are stunned. The name Bella has never been made public. Whoever wrote it either knows the victim or knows the killer. The message is wiped clean, but it returns again and again. Sometimes it says, "Who put Bella in the witch elm?" It appears on bridges, walls, and most chillingly, the Hagley obelisk near the crime scene. It continues for decades, the last sighting in 1999. The first major theory is espionage. In wartime Britain, spies were real, and paranoia was constant. The name Clara Bauerle surfaces, a German cabaret singer and suspected Nazi agent, said to have parachuted into the Midlands. She was linked to Joseph Jacobs, the last man executed in the Tower of London. Could Bella be Clara? It fits. Her disappearance, the timing, her foreign accent making her memorable. But in 2016, records prove Clara died in Berlin in 1942. The theory collapses. Another possibility emerges from police files. A prostitute known as Bella, who worked on Hagley Road in Birmingham. She vanished in 1941. Her work would have put her in contact with soldiers, black marketeers, and dangerous strangers. Could a client have killed her and hidden her in the woods? In 1953, Una Mossop comes forward. She tells police her ex-husband Jack had confessed years earlier. Jack and a Dutchman named Van Ralt had been drinking with a woman. She became drunk, passed out in their car. As a cruel prank, they put her inside the hollow tree, thinking she'd wake up and be frightened into changing her ways. But she never woke. Jack claimed the sight of her haunted his dreams, her face staring at him from inside the tree. He died in a mental hospital before the body was discovered. Police consider the story, but it raises questions. Why sever the hand? Why hide her wedding ring? And why wait over a decade to tell anyone? Anthropologist Margaret Murray suggests a darker explanation. The severed hand fits with an ancient ritual called the Hand of Glory, where a thief's or witch's hand is used as a talisman. The secluded woods, the hidden body, all point to a ritual killing. But evidence for this is circumstantial, and in the years since, the case has only grown colder. The original skull, lost by police. The autopsy report, gone. All that remains are photographs, used to reconstruct her face. 8 decades later, her bones rest somewhere unknown. Her name, her life, her death, all locked away in silence. But the question lingers, scratched into memory like the graffiti on that wall. Who put Bella in the witch elm? Maybe someone, somewhere, still knows.